Welcome to Where I Long to Be, a magical trip report podcast. My name is Virginia, and I am your host. As you can hear from my voice, this intro was recorded after my week-long illness, so I am still recovering. So it sounds a little bit different than you'll hear in the interview. I'll keep this short for that reason. You know all the things. Please like, follow, subscribe to the show, leave a review, send me a message, all that jazz. Today's guest, Renee, is a repeat guest, and we always have such a fun time chatting. She's a travel agent extraordinaire, so please consider reaching out to her if you want help planning your own magical adventure. With that, please welcome back Renee, and what I have decided is episode 1 of season 6. Welcome back, Renee.
Hey, Virginia. Good morning. So excited to be here.
Good morning. Happy Saturday.
Yeah, happy Saturday. Happy New Year.
New Year. Yeah, I was about to say we have not talked in 2026 yet, so this is exciting.
Yes, very exciting. It's the time of recording. I think it's still appropriate to say Happy New Year.
Oh, I think so. Right now it's January 10th. And what do you think is the last appropriate day to say Happy New Year?
Maybe today.
I feel like
you think
I can
all
go the whole month.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say the whole month if you haven't seen somebody.
Okay, that's fair.
If you've seen somebody, then all bets are off. Like you have one opportunity the first time you see or talk to somebody to say Happy New Year. And then you're done. You've used up your chance.
Yeah, you're done. I buy that. Okay.
I have very strict rules here. Okay. What have you been doing with yourself over the holidays, though? Speaking of the New Year, did you have a good Christmas, Hanukkah, New Year's Eve? Because you have a very small child. So I presume that meant you weren't out partying till all hours of the night.
Oh, no, we certainly were not. We traveled to see my mom for Christmas, and we were back in Massachusetts for New Year's, and we started watching the Marvel movies in order of release. So I've seen a couple of them here and there. Like I definitely saw Captain America and Iron Man, but we've started from the beginning to watch them all, sort of in preparation for sailing on the Destiny, but also just it's been on my list and been sort of intimidated by the sheer number of movies, but we've made it through the first, I think, 6 movies now. So we're chipping away.
We did that, and by we I mean myself and Alex. I don't think Charles was participating at all, but we did that during the pandemic.
Oh, great pandemic activity.
Pandemic activity, yeah. So and we included, because we got crazy because we had the time, the TV series that went with that. So there's I can't remember what it was called, but there's the series that's connected to Captain America where it's his lady, and it's during the war. It's like set in that time period, and I cannot remember what it was called. I remember liking it, and I remember loving the costumes because I love costumes like from the 40s.
Right.
So it was really good. But I think, doing something like that, doing a little challenge for yourself, all the Marvel movies or like watch all the Star Wars in order or things like that are so much fun. Not Disney related, but I did a challenge for myself I finished it several months ago, but I'm a big fan of the show Outlander.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So I wanted to go and actually read the books. And so I took like a year because it's a long book series.
Yeah.
And I read each book. And then after each book, I watched the season of the show that went with that before I started the next book, even though I'd already seen all those shows, because I wanted to then, while it's fresh in my mind, compare and see what's different. And then when I was done with that, I started reading all of like the little side books that go with it. And part of me was like, should I go back and read the main books at the same time so that's in chronological order? And I was like, no, that's too OCD.
Yeah, that's a lot of pages.
But I love a challenge like that. So if you can think of any other Disney related challenges, listeners out there, that you think people should be participating in, like watching all the Marvel movies in order, then let us know, because maybe we should do a group challenge together or something. I don't know.
Yeah, that'd be a lot of fun.
All right. We're here today for a purpose, to talk about your upcoming trip.
Yeah.
So before we get into all those details, for people who maybe have not heard one of your past episodes, because you've been on for a couple of trip reports before, why don't you just give a quick synopsis of who you are and who's going to be going on this trip with you?
Okay, yeah. So I'm Renee Monty. I am a mom to one toddler and two extra large hairy dogs. And along with my husband, we live on the south coast of Massachusetts and been a Disney fan my whole life, been frequenting the parks the last couple of years, and took the plunge and became a travel advisor. And I specialize in those Orlando destinations. And I've been branching out and learning a lot more about all the different cruise lines and trying to also specialize in cruising as well. So that's sort of what led me to start planning this trip. And this trip is going to be myself, my son, who we call Oakie. He'll be 19 months old at the time of travel, and my mom, Michelle. And we're doing a couple days at a resort, then a cruise, and then my mom will be headed home, and Oakie and I are going to hang out in the parks for a couple days.
So this is a good long trip. So you're leaving on January 19th, and then you don't return until the 30th, correct?
Yep, that's right.
Oh, so much fun.
Yeah.
All right. Let's just talk all the details. So where are you starting your trip?
Yep. So I'll be leaving home, which is Massachusetts, early in the morning on the 19th and driving to Virginia to catch the auto train.
Oh, we're doing the auto train again. Okay.
Yes, doing the train again. I did it last trip. I really liked it. I know I'm not going to be able to do it every trip, but it did fit into my schedule this time. So I thought I would do that. That way I can pack up the van with everything and extra supplies and all of that and be prepared for this trip. Any scenario that could come our way, I'll have our appropriate belongings for.
Yeah. And when you have a kid that's that small, they require a lot of baggage, you know?
Yes. Yep. So. And it just makes it easier once we get to Florida. If we got to run to Publix or whatever, we don't have to worry about rideshare or anything like that.
Right. And then you can count on, having whatever you need. If a pack and play is needed, that sort of thing, you have one that they're familiar with and all of that sort of thing.
Yep, totally. And this trip has like separate chapters to it. We have the train, the hotel, the cruise, the hotel. So I'm just packing a separate bag for each sort of portion of the trip. And so I don't have any constraints on how many bags I can take and stuff like that. So it's really nice.
Right. And that's a great way to do it because then you're very organized and you only have to really take out of the car what you need for that particular chapter. And it will probably save your sanity.
That's the hope. Yeah.
What time does the auto train leave?
So the train leaves at 4. So I should probably be there about 3:00.
Okay. Did you pay for priority boarding on the train again?
Yes, I did. Okay. Yes. So we should be one of the first cars off the train when we get to Florida.
Okay. And then what time do you arrive in Florida?
We should get there at 9 a.m. And that's in Sanford, Florida, which is about 45 minutes from the Disney bubble.
And did you get a sleeping car again?
Yes. Yep. So it's going to be just Oakie and I, but we will have the bedroom with the bathroom. And they also give you dinner and snacks and breakfast.
Okay. So Mom is not coming on the auto train.
No, she's flying to Orlando and we will pick her up at the airport. Her flight lands at 12:30 on the 20th. So after we get off the train, we're going to head to the airport to grab her.
Okay. That'll work out really nicely in terms of timing.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Where are you staying the night of the 20th?
The 20th and the 21st, we're staying at Animal Kingdom Lodge.
Ooh, okay. Which side?
We did not have a DVC room, so we're in the main building, which I'm now forgetting. Is that the Jambo House?
Jambo.
Okay, Jambo. Yeah. Yes.
And it's just a normal sized hotel room, right?
Yes, it's a Savannah view, but it's a normal size room. Yeah.
I cannot recall because I talked to so many people, so apologies.
Yeah,
have you
good.
stayed at Animal Kingdom before?
No. First time. And Savannah View at Animal Kingdom is a Disney bucket list item, but just like a personal bucket list item also. So we thought that would be a good way to kick off the trip because you always want to arrive to your cruise port a little bit early so that you're not like cutting it close with your flights. So that just seemed like the perfect fit for this relaxing vacation.
Yeah. Oh, I can't wait to hear about this. I'm staying at Animal Kingdom Lodge for the first time myself over the summer.
Awesome.
But we will be in Kidani, so it'll be a little
Okay.
bit different.
Okay.
But very exciting. I think
Yeah.
Animal Kingdom Lodge is probably a bucket list item for most people, just because it's so different. Like, where else can you stay in a hotel and see animals right outside your window?
Yeah. Totally.
Are you doing anything special on these 2 hotel nights in terms of reservations, maybe at one of the Animal Kingdom Lodge restaurants?
Yes. So we have a breakfast reservation Wednesday, the 21st at Boma.
Ooh,
Because
okay.
I've heard Boma's supposed to be one of the best breakfast options on property. And it's never really been all that convenient to get there on a different trip. So I thought, since we're staying there, perfect
Right.
opportunity.
Yeah.
We've been to Animal Kingdom Lodge previously to eat at Sanaa, but I haven't had any of the had a chance to try any of the other reservations. I mean,
Yeah.
restaurants. Yeah.
Yeah. Same for me.
Yeah.
I've eaten at Sanaa,
Mhm.
and I have yet to go to the other ones because you do kind of have to go out of your way.
Yes. Yeah.
But Sanaa was good. So I know the
Sanaa's
others
good. That
must
bread
be too.
service,
Oh my
lives
gosh,
up to the hype.
for sure. What are you doing on Tuesday evening once you get settled?
I'm not sure. Nothing set in stone. We might do a run to Publix. I also wanted to check out a store called Pin HQ.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, you've heard of it? Yeah, so they have, you can buy and sell and trade pins there. And I'm not a huge pin collector. I do like trading in the parks just because it's fun. Not like after any specific set or anything, but I follow them on Instagram, and the women that run the store have been on a couple podcasts that I listen to. And so just interested to check it out. And I know they sell special pin boards that are made out of like a rubbery material. Because apparently a very common way to display or store your pins is to put them in corkboard.
Right.
But cork absorbs moisture. And so for
Okay.
long-term storage, it can actually damage your pins.
Oh.
And something that I've been doing since traveling to Disney with Oakie is that I get the pin for the resort that we stay at. And so I wanted to display that somewhere in our house, long term. So I thought maybe I could invest in one of their pin boards that are like the specific material that preserve the pins nicely.
I did not know this about cork.
Yeah. I just learned it recently.
I am not a big pin collector, but I do collect one from every resort I stay at. And then occasionally I'll just see one that I like. So I probably have a pin collection that is maybe 15 to 20 deep. That's it. And I have them in a corkboard. Okay. All right. Well, you've given me something to think about. I wonder if it would be nice because for me, at least, my corkboard is like a bigger corkboard that we have like off of our kitchen that has like the calendar on it. It's like all that stuff.
Right. Yeah,
It
I
would
can
be
picture that.
cool if there were something that was the appropriate material that was almost like an extender that you could like put on top of your corkboard. Because that's where I want to display them.
Yes.
That's the location they should be in.
Exactly. They may have that. You can order items from them online. And so I've browsed quickly. But I thought, since I'm going to be there, I might as well pop in and look in person and save myself the shipping cost.
Okay. So they have a website that is easy to find if I just Google Pin HQ.
Pin HQ. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. I'm going to take a look at that, and I will put that link in the show notes as well for other people. You are not the first person who has mentioned them. And I don't remember is this your first time going to their store?
Yes, I haven't been.
Okay. Someone else I interviewed went. So I think they're kind of getting some traction going.
I think so. Yeah. They have an Instagram page, and they're good on social media, and the store looks like, if you are interested in pins even slightly, it looks like a really fun place to be.
Yeah. Okay. Is that all for Tuesday the 20th?
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we ended up like at the Poly or Disney Springs, but we don't have our heart set on any particular activity.
Yeah,
we'll just see how we feel.
Yeah. Love that. Yeah. Love that. Leaving room for spontaneity.
Yes. We're doing that a lot this trip, which is kind of unlike me, but I'm trying to embrace that mindset.
Yes, I know that feeling. I'm a recovering over planner myself.
Same. Yeah.
Wednesday, January 21st, after you have breakfast at Boma, what's the plan?
Just hanging out. There's a lot to do and see around the resort. There's cast members that are stationed around that have like activities and games. And if you participate, they give you a bead that you add to a string to make a necklace. And so when we were there previously and ate at Sanaa, we did some animal trivia and we got a bead that's shaped like a lion. And so my mom and I both would like to try some more trivia or whatever they're offering and try to get a couple more beads just kind of for the fun of it.
I did not know they did that. That's
Yeah,
cute.
you learn a lot, and there's a lot of like overlooks and places where you can view the animals. And so I think we'll be doing that and just kind of like let Oakie kind of wander and we'll follow him and he'll get some energy out, get some steps in, and hopefully after being in the car and then the train, he's probably going to want to be running around a bit.
Have you looked ahead at all now that you're 9 days away at what the weather might be like?
It looked comfortable. Last I checked, maybe 2 days ago, it looked like around the 70s every day. Okay. So that's good. I mean, here it's like in the 20s, so that's going to feel hot. Yeah.
Yes. Up north, it has been very cold this year. I think colder than last year.
Well, I remember last year you and I were both in Disney at the same time in January, and it was
freezing
like freakishly cold. Yes.
Yep.
So we both kind of have PTSD, my mom and I, and we're like, should we bring like jackets and sweatshirts? Because we were totally not prepared for that last year. So I'm probably going to throw some extra layers just to have them in the car, but it looks like we're not going to need them.
Yeah. I mean, with it being 70, that probably means that at nighttime, I'm guessing maybe down into the like 50s.
Yeah.
And with that, I think you can just get away with like a fleece or, just a layer to add.
Yes.
And with bringing your car, you will have plenty of space for that.
Exactly. Yeah.
All right. So Thursday, January 22nd, is this the day that you're heading to the port?
Yes. So we're going to check out of the hotel that morning. I heard that Sanaa has like a grab and go a breakfast situation in the mornings. So we'll probably grab something there. Yeah. And I think I'll double check, but I think that opens at 7:30. And we're hoping to leave the resort around 8 because we actually have to drive to Fort Lauderdale. And yes, and our check-in time is for the boat is 12:45 to 1. So that's another perk, of the car is that we have our own transportation there.
Yeah. How long is that drive to Fort Lauderdale?
It looks to be about 3 hours and 15 minutes, but I'm telling myself that it's 4 hours so that I don't, if we run into traffic or something, I have a little bit of a cushion. Yeah.
Okay. Check-in at 12. Okay.
12:45.
12:45. And what ship are you sailing on? I know you said it earlier, but just to refresh everyone.
The Disney Destiny. We're so excited. I was looking back at my notes. We booked the cruise. That was the first part of this trip that we booked. I booked it December 15th of 2024.
Oh, wow.
Yes. So you start planning before you even book. So this has been in the works for a year and a half, probably. Yeah.
Tell me, in terms of the different Disney ships, which ones you have been on so far?
I have been on none. I have not taken a Disney cruise.
Wait a second.
Yes. And I haven't been on
that.
I'm not sure if I told you that or not.
I'm looking back at my notes, Renee. It does not say this will be my first cruise.
So I have been on a cruise, but the last cruise I was on is 2012.
Okay, and what brand of cruise was that?
That was Carnival.
You and I are so much alike. I've only ever been on one cruise as well, and it was a Carnival, and it was 20 years ago, I'm guessing. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And it was okay, but I think cruising has come a long way since then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what kind of research. You've had a good long while to do on Disney cruising and on the Destiny, and you're a travel agent. So presumably you've had, training and all of that. When thinking about the Destiny in particular, what are you excited about for that ship?
I'm excited for the theming. So it's kind of like a heroes and villains theme. And the entertainment. So Hercules is a big theme on the ship. So there's one of the shows that they have is Hercules, and the room that we've booked is Hercules themed. When I was like maybe 4 or 5, I was Hercules for Halloween. So so I've always been a big fan. So that's definitely a draw. I love The Lion King. When I was a kid, I wore out my Lion King VHS, and Lion King is one of the themed dining is the Pride Lands. So probably entertainment and theming. Yeah.
Okay. For your cabin, is it ocean view, veranda, interior?
Yeah, it's category 4C for anybody who's like a cruise nerd and that's meaningful to you. It's a deluxe family ocean view with a veranda. So it can sleep up to 5, but they'll just be the 3 of us, which is appealing to have like a little bit more room in the room. And we're on deck 6 midship.
How did you choose your room, or what kind of say did you have over where within the ship your room was?
So when you go to book Disney Cruise, you actually get like a map of the cruise, and it tells you which rooms are already taken, and you can pick your exact room.
Okay.
So
and what led you to ask for deck 6 midship?
Midship I wanted because they say like that's where you feel the least movement of the ship compared to forward or aft.
Okay.
And then deck 6 I think was chosen because maybe the price was a little bit lower than the other decks.
Okay.
I think that was probably that determination. Yeah.
Okay. For the cruise portion of your trip, you're getting onto the ship on January 22nd. What day do you leave the ship?
So it's a 4-day cruise, and we will debark on Monday the 26th.
While you're on the ship for the 4 days, where will the ship be stopping?
It goes to Lookout and Castaway, which are the 2 Disney ports. Yeah. That was a deciding factor in picking this cruise in particular.
Yeah, you wanted that private island time.
Yes, exactly. Okay. And I felt like, I'm trying to get more into booking cruises as a travel agent. And so I felt that I should do my due diligence and check out the 2 Disney-owned ports, kind of boots on the ground and have personal experience to try to, convey to people who are deciding where or what brand cruise to pick. Yeah.
Are you doing any extra excursions or adding on extras like cabanas or anything like that?
Nope. No extras. No port adventures is what Disney calls them. We didn't add anything on like that. I'm thinking for the 2 days that we're in port, my mom is probably going to stay on the ship. That's the time when the ship feels the most empty. And so she's really interested in, having a little bit more of a private experience and kind of take in all the details, because everything from like the lighting fixtures to the carpet and everything like has all of these hidden Disney details in it. So she wants to have a lot of time to take that in. I want to get off the ship briefly. On Castaway, there's a self-led 5K that you can do. And I'd love to do a Disney race at some point, but you have to be at least 5 years old to do the 5K. So I probably won't do that until my son is 5. So in the meantime, that's going to scratch the itch for me. We're going to do the 5K on Castaway and see the sights, hopefully meet some characters, check out the food, and get back on the ship kind of early, because I would also like to see the boat when it's relatively empty.
Right. All right. cruises. It's sort of like a choose your own adventure. You'll be
Yes.
able to do whatever you want. And because you're doing a pretty standard cruise in terms of like not adding anything on, I think we're good to go on all of that. And we'll hear about your Destiny
Yeah.
trip when we get back. But when you debark on Monday the 26th, where do you head next?
I'm going to drop my mom at the airport in Fort Lauderdale, and she's going to fly home from there. And then Oakie and I are going on to All-Star Movies. And then that Tuesday and Wednesday, we're going to be in the parks.
How many nights are you doing at All-Star Movies?
We'll be there 3 nights.
Okay, for your park time, can you remind me if you have an annual pass? I don't think you do. I think you buy tickets.
Right.
Okay, so did you get 2-day park hopper tickets?
Yep, 2-day hoppers.
Okay. You're getting to the point, Renee, where it's going to, at some point, make more sense to just buy an annual pass.
I know. Last year, it would have made sense. This year, I have another 2 trips after this planned, and it was about break even with the annual pass. So I couldn't justify the buying it, but yeah, I would have liked to.
Yeah, I think that if you know for sure it's going to be more financially smart to buy the annual pass, you should do that. When it becomes break even, it's kind of like, well, I'm not going to save money, but I can say you're actually going to spend more money because once you have the annual pass, you will find reasons to go during the course of the year.
That's true.
While it's
That's
still good.
true.
And
yes.
Yeah.
Well, and I know you get discounts and stuff, and yeah. I'm a big data person. I have a lot of Excel spreadsheets to help me make these decisions, and yeah, I mean, like emotionally, I do want the pass, but then when I look at the data, I'm like, nope, it's really not the best decision. Yeah.
Yeah, but you just keep analyzing that data, and one day you're going to be like, this is the year I have to do this.
Yeah.
So, okay. So staying at All-Star Movies and doing some park time, what is the first park you're planning to visit on Tuesday, the 27th?
On Tuesday, we're going to start in Animal Kingdom.
Makes sense.
I scheduled a Capture Your Moment for the morning. I love that. Last time we talked, I said, I think that is a really great value, $99. And like, to me, you know, as the mom, you don't get a lot of pictures of you and your kid because you're usually the one taking the pictures.
Right.
And, you know, there's PhotoPass people all over the parks, but I'm not trying to stand in line and wait to take pictures. This is going to be like, you know, our decompressed days after being on the ship.
Right.
Kind of don't want to really wait in line for much of anything. It's more just kind of walk around the park and take it in. So I thought if we do Capture Your Moment, then I'll feel satisfied that we got some pictures together, and we can kind of just, you know, let it go about taking pictures the rest of the trip.
You can have that dedicated time where you know this is our picture taking time. I know for me, like, because I have the memory maker, whenever I see a photographer, I'm like, get as many pictures in there as possible. It's sort of my policy. I'm like, okay, I have the time and I see a photographer here, I'm getting a photo because, you know, 50% of your photos are going to be great and 50% are not. So you might as well just take as many as you can. I have the same policy at work conferences. If a free headshot is offered, I take it.
Oh, yeah.
Even though I have a perfectly good work headshot, I am like, no, I take as many as possible so that I have options.
So smart. Yes. Yeah.
So I think it's nice to have that Capture Your Moment where you can say, you know, this is our dedicated time. You're not going to be necessarily forcing other people that you might be traveling with to constantly be stopping.
Yeah.
Which I know for me, my boys are sometimes annoyed because I'm like, come on, let's take a photo. And they have absolutely no interest in taking a photo.
Yes. And I know that I will get to that point also. So I'm going to take advantage of the fact that, you know,
he's young
pretty
enough, you
pliable
can just be like,
at this point. Yeah.
This is what you're doing.
Yeah. Yep. Totally.
All right. So Capture Your Moment. And then are you going to be focusing on any rides in particular or anything at Animal Kingdom, or just kind of vibing it up?
I think we probably will do Lightning Lane because I want to do Safari, and I know it can be hit or miss. The line can get long. I would like to try to go to Nomad Lounge because I've still never been. And Oakie would love the churros, as would I. I want to spend a lot of time in Dino Land because we know that our days are numbered there. And then if there's time and we're feeling up to it, I wouldn't mind going to the Rafiki's Planet Watch because soon Bluey and Bingo are going to be meeting there. And I have a feeling that the area is probably going to transform and not, it's going to be updated. And what it looks like now is going to be like theme park history. And so I don't go to that area often. Oakie has never been there. So this could be a good chance to enjoy that place in the state that it's in now. Because I'm sure we'll be back. He doesn't know who Bluey is right now, but I'm sure that's it's just a matter of time
coming up in his future. I'm not familiar with Bluey because I'm an old lady with a teenager at this point. But from what I hear from parents of young kids, like parents love that show.
Yes. So, yeah. So I'm looking forward to that. Yeah. Yeah. Right now, Oakie knows Mickey and Buzz are the two characters that he can recognize. Mickey, he calls Mouse, and Buzz, he knows as Buzz. He was Buzz for Halloween.
Cute.
Yeah. Very so hopefully we'll run into Mickey and Buzz on this trip. But I was thinking after we have our fill of Animal Kingdom, if Oakie's feeling up for it, I'd love to hop to Hollywood Studios. That day, Magic Kingdom is closing early. Otherwise, I might have opted for Magic Kingdom in the afternoon. But we'll go to Hollywood Studios. I love Hollywood Studios in the dark with all the neon lights. And Batu is so cool. And maybe we'll even catch Fantasmic.
Okay. Yeah. And Oakie is usually pretty good about hanging the whole day.
He's a really chill guy. He'll probably nap maybe in the stroller if I'm lucky, but I'm going to bring the carrier where he's like strapped onto my front and he can very easily nap in that. I've been training for this when I walk the dogs a couple times a week. I will put him in the front carrier, just make sure that my legs and everything are up for it. So that's one of the perks of being a Disney adult is like you're motivated to keep getting your steps in because you want to be Disney fit.
Yeah. And holding the weight of a child on your front half is no joke. Yeah. But, we were talking about challenges earlier, like watching the Marvel movies in order and that sort of thing. And I think that one of the challenges that I've seen people doing recently that I love, and I kind of want to do it, but not right now while the weather is so cold, is where you put all of the parks into like one of those random spin wheels. And then once you land on the park, then you do a separate spin wheel that has all of the different attractions. And whatever wait time is the current wait time for that attraction is how long you're going to exercise or walk or whatever for. There's somebody on TikTok who does that. And I was like, what a great way to get motivated and to kind of be like, all right, well, this wait time is 15 minutes. So today I'm taking a 15-minute walk. But then maybe you might see one that's like 75 minutes and you're like, today I'm walking 75 minutes.
You got to really hope the couple days after Christmas, you're not getting Flight of Passage where it's like 210 or something.
Yeah.
No, that's really fun. I'm into that.
Yeah, because I think sometimes it can be hard to get moving and get motivated for that. But if you add that element of Disney fun, everything becomes a game, right?
Yep. It's a little more magical.
It's like Mary Poppins says, when there's a job to be done, add an element of fun, right?
Yes.
Spoonful of sugar, and then you're on your way. Okay.
I love it.
All right, Wednesday, January 28th. What park are you going to that day?
Okay, if we're really feeling rested, I would like to go to Hollywood Studios for breakfast because I love breakfast in Batu, but I haven't tried the breakfast at Woody's Lunchbox, but I know it's fabulous, and that seems like something Oakie would really like. But then I want to probably take a boat to Epcot because the Skyliner will not be running. This is those couple of days a year where they do the maintenance.
Oh, yes.
So we'll head to Epcot after that.
They've already announced the dates for next January as well,
Oh,
I had noticed.
That's good.
Yeah. So they kind of did everything all at once and was like, okay, that's nice to know for your planning purposes.
For planning,
if you're staying at a Skyliner resort specifically for the Skyliner, you could be out of luck if it's towards the end of January. So always look that up if you're
last year
at the time.
They didn't do the maintenance.
No, they did not.
It probably would have been during the time that I visited. And so I was like frantically every day checking to see if they released the dates, thinking that it was going to impact my trip, and then it never did.
Yeah.
But anyway, so it'll be down when we're there, and that's fine because, I like the Skyliner. I want it to keep running. So if they have to close it a couple days, we can deal with it. Sure. So we could take a boat then to Epcot because it's going to be Festival of the Arts. I think Epcot is really a great park for toddlers. There's so many rides that don't have a height requirement. So there's a lot to do. If we're not feeling motivated to get up and out and get to Hollywood Studios first, we'll just start our day at Epcot. And the festival booths will open at 11. So we'll do our lunch, like snacking around the world. And then I want to hop to Magic Kingdom because I want to catch Starlight in the afternoon. And I also have a $7.50 reservation for the Beacon Barrel.
Okay.
Which I know probably sounds a little bit weird to lilisteners that it's me and a 19-month-old and we're going to the new lounge in Magic Kingdom. But he loved it last time. He's very musical.
Got the animatronic bird and there's lots of fun, cast members that are interacting with you in a fun way. So I get it. Yeah.
There's a lot of clapping. He's very into all that. And last time we went, Rummy the pirate, the parrot pirate, was not working.
The parrot pirate. Yeah, just to be clear, she wasn't stumbling on her words. She literally means it's a pirate parrot.
Pirate parrot. Yeah, right. Exactly. Rummy, the little animatronic parrot. So his audio was working last time, but we didn't physically see him. He didn't come out. So I feel like I need a little bit of a redemption visit to the Beacon Barrel to see him.
Do you think that you will get multi-pass for this day?
I think probably not, just because I'm not sure where we're going to start our day. And I think for a lot of the things that we would want to ride in Epcot, there's not usually a long wait. Like we'll do Spaceship Earth and Nemo and Living with the Land. So I think we should probably be okay. And Frozen will not be open because they're redoing the faces on the animatronics. And Remy's can have a long line, but last time I was able to do single rider line as long as Oakie was attached to me. Right. So if single rider looks promising, we could always do that for Remy's.
Yeah, and end of January, because it is not one of the race weekends, right?
Yeah.
And because it's not President's Week in February, it's typically a little bit lower crowd time. So I'm gonna knock on some wood here that continues to be true for you.
and I was thinking at Magic Kingdom, if we could do teacups and the carousel, I'd be happy. So I don't think those should have terribly long lines.
All right. So that brings us to Thursday, January 29th. What is the plan there? Is that the day you get back on the auto train?
Right. So we'll have to check out of the hotel, and then we don't have to be to the train station again until about 3:00. So we have the whole morning. So I have a 8 a.m. Whispering Canyon reservation to get us some breakfast there. And then I thought we could explore Wilderness Lodge. There's a lot to see there. Maybe we could even check out Circle D Ranch. I haven't been there. I think Oakie would like it.
Oh, and I bet he would.
Yeah. So we'll park our car there. We'll see what we can see, and then we'll just stay there till the absolute last minute before we have to drive to the train.
What's happening with your mom this day? Does she need to be dropped off at the airport? Or no, you're doing the parks by yourself. She went to the airport.
Right.
Already.
After the cruise.
And I even wrote it down. So, okay. We're back on the same page.
Yeah. Very good.
Okay. All right. So you have to be at the train station by 3 p.m. And what are you doing in terms of priority boarding for that? Are you doing that again for the return trip so that you can be off the train faster?
Yes,
okay.
Exactly. Yep. It will be an advantage to be one of the first ones off the train when we get back to Virginia, because if we can get on the train like as fast as we can after we get there at 9 a.m, then I'll hopefully miss rush hour like around New York and in Connecticut.
Okay. So if you're arriving in Virginia around 9 a.m., how long is that drive typically back home to Massachusetts?
I think it's just under 7 hours.
Okay.
If you go straight through, which 7 hours is the same amount of time as it takes for me to get from my house and then drive to my mom's house in New York. So we've just done that over the holidays. And, Oakie does pretty good. He doesn't typically love to nap, but the car can force a nap. And I'm going to try to keep him up and awake on the train the whole morning till we get in the car. And then hopefully he'll zonk out and we can make a stop for lunch and then hopefully make it all the way through.
Okay.
Yeah.
What a fun trip. I'm so excited for you that you get to do this.
Thank you. Yeah, we're really pumped.
Yeah, you're going to have such a good time, and I can't wait to live vicariously through you because I will be stuck here in cold New York during January. I don't know. We'll see. I might do another down and back at some point. We'll see.
Yeah.
But I just wish you the best weather. I wish you the best in terms of crowds, and just have such a magical time and be safe.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Can't wait to come back and walk you through it and see what we get up to.
Talk to you very soon then.
Yeah. Thanks, Virginia.
Thank you again to Renee, as always. Her information is in the show notes if you're looking for a travel agent, and her post-trip report episode is up next. Thank you all for listening, and as always, keep daydreaming about where you long to be.